Hello and welcome to today on how TCG player fucked me. Welcome back to this episode of Scars Cards. Loses money on orders chasing seller level 4. I don't know why I ever changed from eBay. I have great rating, stuff like that. So if you take a look, right, we have screen capture. I'm gonna expand this a little bit. Right here, I made $7.10 on this order. Now, this order has 16 Pokey Pads. If you know anything about the meta right now, 4 Pokey Pads go in every single deck. This person saw that I had 16 and was like, in their cart, they went, because the way TCG Player works is you'd use Cart Optimizer, and then they see, oh, well, they have 16 at 22 cents. Just add them all, because I'm going to eventually need them. I'm going to have to build a deck, because they're building Kakuna, right? That's a pretty meta deck. Beedrill, Mega Beedrill EX, and this Aurorus has this ability that's pretty good for meta, and Prism Tower meta, Sacred Ash part of the meta, kind of. 16. They saw 16. They swept all 16 for 352, and 16 cards, if you know anything about that, is not going to fit in a plain white envelope. And I'm not going to split up the order into multiple plain white envelopes. It doesn't make any sense. You can't, like, it looks something like this, and you can't not ship it in protection, because if you're going to put it in the bubble mailer, right? Oh, um, and it's going to go with all the rest of the boxes and not mail. Those box edges are going to ding the cards, and you're not going to have them near mint. So I have to pay for Ground Advantage. Now, Ground Advantage right now is not doing so well because USPS, again, there's now rural surcharges because the post office is not a governmental service, even though it is a governmental service. It's no longer a service for you. But the surcharges, instead of paying during the pandemic, before all of this bullshit happened, it was about 380, 90 to ship under a pound package to certain areas. Now, if you go to a rural place, this is in the middle of Illinois. It's really far from the coastal city of Chicago. $7.69. The post office is going to run a route regardless to this post office from their hub in Chicago. And they're just going to give me a surcharge. They have a delivery every single day, but for some reason, I have to tack on, because Ground Advantage now is minimum $5.40, and if it's in the middle bumblefuck nowhere, $7.69. Now, for common sense people, right? There are people who receive medication and things in the mail. Everything's going to become more expensive. It's getting to the point where they don't even want to deliver to these people anymore. They're trying to say, we don't want to deliver to you. This service that serves people since before America even existed, on horse buggies across the country. There was the horse couriers, and they always made it, and it was always affordable, because that's what keeps everything moving in this country. I know we have the internet, but sometimes things have to go to the mail. The IRS sends you mail. They don't call you. They don't email you. They send you certified mail to gather your debt. Right? This is necessary stuff. So at 769, I'm gonna stop ranting. Chasing level 4 is really annoying. TCG Player, I think, needs to start going the way of eBay, where you could set up your own discounts. Because, like, on eBay, right, if I sell a card this way, more than one card, instead of going the 78 cents for a 1 ounce tracked envelope, which, by the way, is the same as a stamp, but it's tracked. I in my label maker, it comes out, has a thing, it says, hey, this got scanned at the hub. So when they say we didn't get it, and I mailed it out, and they go, you never mailed it out. There's proof. So TCG Player, also part of eBay, can't do that. Second of all, Same thing. eBay is also a TCG player business. They're together. On eBay, if I sell one card and then they buy two, it automatically updates to ground advantage that they have to pay. I could set it up that way, and eBay will automatically do that. So I'm sitting here at $7.69 to ship this person, and this is with the discount from Pirate Ship. They get the lowest rates, negotiate it. I made $7.10, $7.69. I lost 49 cents and lost a huge portion of my inventory. The Pokepads that would have sold other cards because Pokepads go on every deck, right? I've lost 16. My entire inventory of Pokepads that would have sold other cards is gone in one spell order. So at this point, I think TCG Player is a wash. I think you really shouldn't sell on TCG Player. I think it's a terrible service, and I'm starting to think that this is not the way to go. I'd rather sell on eBay, and I'm looking for different ways to sell on eBay with an inventory like TCG Player, but without the TCG Player bullshit. This is completely nonsense. Hopefully, when I hit level 4, I could set this up, but there shouldn't be losses, and I shouldn't be negative, or I shouldn't have to. No more complaining. When someone purchases something, it is a binding contract. So regardless or not, if I lost money, I said I would sell this stuff at this price, even though I didn't want to, or I didn't realize it was just going to be this way. It's still, you still have to ship. And even if you're losing money, always ship the cards because that's the right thing to do. And the last thing you could do is just block this buyer because they just said, "Oh, why the hell not?" They put 4 in their cart for a deck, and they saw more, and they're like, "Well, I could just add all 16 and just buy them all out all at once," which is really annoying. I mean, I've done it too. Perks of TCG buying on TCG Player is better than selling on TCG Player. So if you're doing this when you cart optimizer, sometimes you might just go, fuck it. Let's just add every single thing from their inventory to my cart. Instead of buying 2, buy the 3, buy the 4, buy the 5. There's no downside to it except an extra 10 cents. You're not paying extra on shipping. They didn't get, hey, you went over 1 ounce. It should be like you buy 4 cards, 5 cards, you got to step up to the 2nd ounce. You got to step up to the 3rd. You buy 10 cards, you've got to pay for ground advantage automatically. That's $5 for shipping. And let sellers opt out of that, but it should automatically do that. And it's been done before. They are owned by eBay. eBay has the system in place. All they need to do is share it. But I guess TCG Player doesn't care. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. When did eBay buy TCG Player? October 31st, 2022. It's been 4 years. They just don't care. So continue losing money, people. It's going to be great. I'm thinking of not doing this anymore and changing back to eBay and spending the $100 or whatever it is from my storefront. I get a lot more perks that way, and the percentages come down on what eBay charges you for a sale. The storefront, and I could easily have 50,000 carts on eBay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know.